What I particularly like about Accrue is that they do all the work, and for us it's been really simple. It actually was an easy decision, and it's been very simple and very, I think, quite smooth. Yeah, it's been a really smooth process. So I feel from a financial burden for us at the moment, very little, and ongoing, I think, you know, the properties that we get, they're going to appreciate. So we can only see positives moving forward. It hasn't been any real financial burden or any problem at all for us at the moment, and I can't see it becoming so. It's been really efficient and very professional all the way through. I remember initially we were really concerned about the membership. It was we were really worried about it, but they just allayed all of our fears. Really, it's just, you know, when we actually looked at the cost and what the value for money that you get for the membership, then it just didn't even become an issue. It wasn't even a problem. It was like, well, okay, so they're going to look after us for the rest of our lives with regards to keeping our finances on track and making sure that we can retire comfortably. It was really, it wasn't anything to worry about in the end. We always knew that we needed to plan for our future, we just didn't know how. It wasn't that we didn't know that we could do it. We'd been thinking about, because we've had investment properties all for a long time, right through our married lives. It was just that we weren't really sure how to put it all into place. And so once we met with Accrue, they were able to then help us to put it into place. We have had investment properties before, and it has bitten into our cash flow. So we were worried about that, but our kids have finished school now. So it was, you know, during those school years, things were really tough. But since, you know, once the kids finished school and I'm now working, you know, I've been working full time for quite a while now, and I guess we felt it was something that we could manage. Well, I guess Accrue just broke it down into easy numbers, I guess, is what they did. So they broke it down into really easy to understand figures and numbers so that we could make sense of it, so we could see how it wasn't going to impact terribly on our cash flow. So it was actually really easy. They came to us with 5 different properties, didn't they? And they'd done all of the legwork with regards to location, return on investment, you know, infrastructure around the areas, you know, and then it was up to us to decide which of the properties appealed to us. Appealed to us most based on the investment and the return on investment. It was really very easy because they'd done all of the legwork for us. It was great.
Well, we both work full time, so we don't actually have a lot of time to go around looking at properties, finding properties, and we don't have that knowledge or background that the Accrue do have, because they're involved with investment properties and all properties all the time. So they see new developments, they see what's coming up, and they have that that knowledge and that ability to decide, or help us decide, which is would be the most successful areas to invest in. Our first contact with Accrue was through a gentleman called Ben. He was fantastic. He made us feel very comfortable. We had some serious negative experiences previously, so we came with all our concerns. He wanted to hear them all. He was able to address them all and was able to help us move forward and actually make a good decision for ourselves. Well, when we did speak with Accrue, they were actually able to help us understand the debt process, made us feel very comfortable that even though we are taking on more debt, the properties were working for themselves, and actually with the income from the tenants, it didn't become a very big problem with money cash flow. So it was less than $100 a week at a high interest rate, more than what we currently have. Therefore, it's the worst case scenario. We know that we're actually having to spend less than that.
You've always got to be really careful talking to other people about this sort of thing, because, you know, everybody has their own feelings about it. I think you've got to be careful, but I think getting into a conversation with people about investment, if anyone said to me, so what are you doing and how are you doing it, we'd have no problem, no hesitation recommending Accrue, because they've been really so easy to deal with, haven't they?
Very professional.
So easy and so professional.